Gutter Trash is a proud member of the Comics Podcast Network. Episode 65, Groom Lake. My name is Eric.
And I am Jason.
How's it going?
I'm alright.
It's good to hear.
I'm doing a late night show.
Yeah.
We're in the last quadrant of the evening, according to the face of the clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That would be the...
Between 8 and midnight?
The third quadrant, between 9 and midnight,
yeah.
Of if it was a graph.
Oh, yeah. Third. Check. Yep. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
So, yeah. So, how's it going this evening? You seem, sleepy? Sick? No?
No.
Depressed?
Yeah.
Ah, I'm sorry.
It's alright.
I shouldn't have brought it up.
No,
Damn it.
It's okay. I kind of want to get this out.
Okay.
Because I think if I just hold it in, then we are going to have a terrible show.
Yeah, right.
And if I get it out, then maybe we can ramp up to actually having a decent episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
I'm not much of a talker. I talk on the show. I play a character when we get in front of the microphones here. But in person, I pretty much just stay quiet for the most part. Like, I'll talk with you. You're one of my closest friends, but like throw a third person in there, out in public,
right?
And I just shut down. I'm also pretty much just a grade A asshole. Quite possibly just a gigantic jackass and jerk.
Oh
no!
Don't talk about
you.
my friend that way.
Well, Valentine's Day is right around the corner.
Oh yeah,
and I know it's a fake holiday. Hallmark made it up, and
right.
Yeah, that's true. But when from birth you've been instilled with the fact that this is a holiday about love and togetherness. And when you're a gigantic jackass like I am, and have driven away every single person that you've loved.
Oh, man.
It's around this time of year that I get incredibly depressed. For little to no reason. I've had girlfriends in the past and everything, but the one that the most recent one that I had, I think was probably the most special to me, and it could just be because she is the most recent one, even though we've been broken up for like 2 years. She's still incredibly special to me, and I still feel so much love for her that facing this retarded fucking holiday alone is fucking killing me.
Oh, man. I'm sorry.
Not your fault.
It is just a Hallmark holiday.
I know it is, and it's all just bullshit, but, it's
like you said,
that connection that you feel with someone,
right.
And when you don't have that anymore,
it's just a reminder. Like, everyone on the planet is reminding you on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Well, I'm here for you.
Well, I appreciate that. Except that you won't be here on Valentine's Day.
Well, no, I gotta spend it with my girlfriend.
Right, yeah. See, in the past 2 years, I realized that the reason I made it through Valentine's Day, I hung out with you on Valentine's Day.
Aww.
So,
we were each other's Valentines.
So we were. Like, I think, the first year of the breakup, I went over to your house when you lived at the old place. We shot some pool, and we got drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And last year was drawing night, so, that's always a good thing to keep my mind off of the crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this year, no such luck.
Oh.
I'm happy for you and your girl.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
now I feel kind of...
No, don't. But yeah, I just... again, it's the reminder of all of it, rather than...
It is...
Because I'm alone most of the time anyway, so I'm, relatively okay with that. Mm-hmm. But, it's just like that coupled with, just everywhere I look, it's just like, you're alone.
I know. How did it become... Like, literally, I went to my mom's today, took her to lunch, and she had got a Valentine's card from her sister. And, like, it was like, wishing my sister a Valentine Day. Like, the card said that. It's like, how much further can they go? Valentine's from your dogs. I'm sure that exists.
I'm sure they have them, for your cats.
Right. It's just ridiculous.
My mom will probably get me a card, and, and that's nice and all, and there'll probably be money in it, and I could always use that, especially the past month that I've been having.
Yeah.
Every little $5 extra helps.
Right.
But, I mean, it's just, when you do have something that you felt was great. And again, I just maybe, glossing over the horror of the past 7 years. I'm not sure. But, I'm pretty sure that I really loved her.
Right, yeah.
And she'll never listen to this, so I can just go ahead and say that.
Oh. Well, that's even worse.
Well,
I'm sorry.
It's, again, not your fault. It's society's fault.
Fuck society. Fuck you, society, if you're listening.
Yeah. Just know that if I wind up killing myself this weekend, it's your fault.
Society.
Society.
Because you were looking at me when you said that.
Oh, well, I was looking at you because we're having a conversation.
Right.
But you're the only other person in this room. Yeah.
Okay.
If you want, I can just start looking at the window when I talk to you.
No, I just would feel really bad if it was my fault.
No, it's not. Not your fault. Not Jason Young's fault.
Okay.
But society's fault.
Well,
maybe Pat's fault.
He is part of society.
He is. And he's not here, so I can blame him. I'd rather blame Brassfield.
Brassfield?
Yeah. He doesn't even listen, so.
He called in, because of the weather on Wednesday.
Yeah.
He said he couldn't...
The one day a week he works at Mavericks?
Yeah, the one day, yeah. And he called in and he was like, yeah, I can't get any traction in my car. I just don't think I'm going to be able to come in. I live in that little plat, and it's pretty bad. And I was like, oh yeah, they didn't plow it or anything. He was, oh no, they plowed it. It's just, the traction's bad. And I was like, what?
It's bullshit.
I was like, he just wants a day off.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay. So, but luckily we weren't very busy. So
yeah. Well, let's move the topic to that. Let's hope that my little soul-crushing intro to the show, maybe we can move past that here. Snowmageddon Part 2.
Snowmageddon?
Yeah.
It's on its way.
Snowpocalypse. Well, it already passed.
Isn't there more coming, though?
No.
I heard this weekend, like Saturday or Sunday.
From what I've heard, just light snow. No accumulation.
Okay.
But
it's the epilogue. It's the part of the movie where you're like, it's still alive.
Right. Setting up for the sequel for next year or whatever. Right. But no, last weekend we had the snowpocalypse, as they were saying on the radio.
Yeah, they really were calling it the snowpocalypse.
And
Snowmageddon,
snowpocalypse, snow-tarded.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yes.
Snowmageddon. Do we say that one already?
Yes, multiple times.
What is wrong with me? I'm not even drinking. I'm drinking iced tea.
Yeah, I'm drinking Diet Pepsi.
That's what's wrong. We're dumb because we're sober.
Well, if I was drunk, then, could you imagine my depression?
Wow. Like especially if you were whiskey drunk. We were talking about that last night.
Yeah.
Whiskey's the emotional amplifier. Like, if you're having a bad time and you drink some whiskey, you're having a horrible time. But as Jeremy, that was over our house, put it, he said, if you're having a good time and you drink some whiskey,
you're having a great time.
He said, you'll fuck anybody's ass.
Yep.
That's what he said.
Hey, I can bring something up with that too. Anyway. Yeah, so, we had the shitstorm of snow on Friday and Saturday last weekend. And then it kind of disappeared for a day, and then came back on Tuesday.
Yep. Hardcore style.
Tuesday, I made it to work. The roads were okay. We got to work about 2 hours late.
Right.
But we made it, and traffic never stopped anywhere. We never really saw any accidents. It was just slow.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's cool. People are driving sensibly.
I know. Amazing.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's like, people get on the road in the snow, and it's like they either panic and they drive so slow that it just causes everyone else around them to be irritated.
Right.
Or they amplify how much of an asshole they normally are.
Right.
When they're on the road anyway.
They're like, this looks like a video game. I'm in a video game.
Right.
I'm going to drive like crazy.
But yeah, people were doing okay. I have noticed that today, it seems like the people who may have backed off of being an asshole on the road fucking ramped it up today to make up for lost time.
Right. They're like, I held it back.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Yeah, I made it to work about 2 hours late on Tuesday. Tuesday night came home. Got home at the time I usually do anyway. So roads were pretty clear.
It's cool.
Wednesday, I got up. Yeah, again, I wake up at like 5:30 in the morning.
Right.
Left here about 10 till 6. Did not even make it to my coworker's house. It was about 10 till 7.
Wow.
It's a 5-minute drive.
That's horrible. Yeah.
Nearly slid off the road by the time I got even close to where he lived. And decided that, nope, going home.
It's no work Wednesday.
I did not work on Wednesday.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
You should have covered for Matt Brassfield.
Well, I saw that GameSwap was supposed to be up, and I thought maybe he'd work there, but I forgot that he works at Mavericks on Wednesdays. Mm-hmm. But speaking of ass rape.
Oh, here it comes. The good part.
Since I was off Wednesday, I watched Irreversible.
You'd seen it before, though.
No.
Oh, you had not?
Had not. Have you seen it?
Never. I've heard it described by many people as, like, good, but,
Oh, they're wrong.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's awful.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't sound like they're like, oh, it's this really good movie about gratuitous rape. No. I know it sounds like something that you wouldn't want to see, but trust me, it's good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how, okay, like, even if it was, like, the best movie about gratuitous rape
right.
that they can make, I don't think I'm interested. Yeah.
The thing is that there could be a good movie out there about gratuitous rape.
Right.
This wasn't it.
Yeah.
This was just a shitty movie. It was, the whole thing was just, the director basically saying, I want to shock people.
Yeah.
Let me go way fucking overboard and pull out every fucking gimmick I can to try to shock people.
Yeah, that sounds lame.
It is. It's technically impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Directorial-wise, because I'm sure you said people have told you about it, and I'm sure
the backwards nature of it.
Yeah, it starts at the end and plays back to the beginning. Mm-hmm. Every scene is a single shot, so just like a tracking shot all the way through.
Okay.
Cloverfield and Blair Witch both had steadier camera jobs than this movie.
Wow. Okay.
And it's all done on purpose to disorient you, so that you feel queasy. And then there is a low-frequency hum designed to induce nausea playing in the background soundtrack. And then there's lots of leather-clad homosexuals fucking each other, and a lot of people masturbating.
Yeah.
And then there's a 10-minute rape scene.
I mean, that sounds great, but, I think I'm going to pass.
It's, the whole thing is just designed to look how edgy we are.
Right.
It's bullshit. A pretentious piece of fuck. Anyone who says they like it are wrong.
That's good.
Yeah.
Did the director do anything else that,
From what I've looked on IMDb, he's done other movies with basically the same intent. How far can I go?
Right.
Like, I guess, like, the beginning scene, which is the end scene of Irreversible, has a character from his previous movie in it.
Okay.
Which the guy, like, fucks his daughter or something and kills... I don't know.
See, that's where I got to with the Todd Solondz movies, too. Like Happiness and Storytelling and all those, like... The first time I saw one of his movies, I was like, wow, that was weird and different. Like, Welcome to the Dollhouse.
Right.
I think we even talked about this, maybe even on here, I don't know. But I think his movies got to that point, too, where they were like, I want to see how shocking and crazy I can be and, like, freak people out just for no reason.
Right.
And like, he kind of lost me on that, because I thought he was a good director. And then he got to that whole shock value thing, and I just... Yeah, I'm just not interested anymore.
Yeah. And like I said, with Irreversible, the whole, everything is one continuous shot, that's impressive. I mean, I'm always impressed when I see that kind of stuff in a movie.
Right, yeah.
But, just piss poor subject matter and just over the top, what can I do to freak out the normies? Yeah.
That reminds me, I'll find out the name of it, but Doogie just rented a movie. It was a Russian movie, but it's like 90 minutes, and the entire movie is one shot, which sounds like it could be horrible. But he said, like, the camera angle changes a lot, like things move around, so I thought that sounds interesting. Yeah. But, yeah, I mean...
Well, hey, Bruce Campbell did that, too.
What's that?
A 90-minute movie, which was just one shot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe this was a Russian movie.
No, it was not.
Oh, okay.
It was called Running Time.
Yeah? Huh?
Run, Rush.
Huh. I never heard of that.
I'd recommend Running Time. It's actually pretty good.
That's the Bruce Campbell?
Yeah.
Running Time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 90 minutes. It's all one shot. But, they cheated, because you can't actually do 90 minutes of one shot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at least not on film.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's digital. Huh? Can you do that?
The Russian one? Maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I know the Bruce Campbell one was on film, so they had to cheat.
Like zoom into people's backs and things like that.
Like maybe do a quick turn and at that point that's when you make your cuts. And,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was an Alfred Hitchcock movie like that where there was two cuts in the movie because of the film break.
Is that Rope?
It may be. It's the one that it's like the Leopold and Loeb story where the two guys are gonna murder someone and they have him in this trunk in their living room.
It's Rope.
Is it? Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah,
it was really good.
I think that's Rope.
Could be.
Yeah. I also watched an incredibly depressing movie last night as well. The Devil and Daniel Johnston.
Oh, wow, I want to see that.
That was great.
It looks good.
But, man, it broke my heart.
Yeah. Oh, you shouldn't be watching depressing movies right now.
Well, I wasn't entirely depressed yesterday. That may have pushed me over the edge.
Right.
Yeah, it may have sent me spiraling into just my tear factory.
See, on Tuesday, I go to school on Tuesdays, and they close my school at noon. So I had the rest of the day off, and I watched a shitload of movies. I watched Deception with Ewan McGregor and Hugh Jackman, and it was horrible. I would, demand my money back if I was at the theater. It was awful. And I watched Revolutionary Road, which was pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
And then I watched Paranormal Activity, which even though, I wasn't online hearing hype, but I heard a lot of hype at my work, and I still thought it was really good. I didn't love it and think it was amazing. I don't know if I'd ever watch it again unless, I was with somebody that wanted to see it. But, yeah, I totally enjoyed it, and I thought the actors were incredible. They really made it seem like just two people with a video camera.
But was Katie fat?
Oh, enormous. Well, that was the one problem I had. It was why couldn't they just get somebody
a normal actress?
Yeah, with bones protruding.
Right. And that guy was kind of a stud. What would he ever see in that fat fucking cow?
I know, right? Do they not read Maxim magazine? Do they know what men want?
Apparently not.
Not the fatties.
Not the fatties.
No.
Yeah.
No, I thought she was...
I think when they make the remake, you know, they should just say, yeah. When they make the remake, they should just do, no fatties.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're not
maybe
doing
Jessica Simpson. Or, who could play her? Who's the Fantastic Four girl?
Oh, Jessica Alba.
Jessica Alba.
Yeah, there we go.
No, I thought she was very attractive and like she looked like a real person.
Yeah.
Which made it even more believable.
Right.
Like if she would have been some bulimic waif that you would expect to be in one of those type of movies, like a psychological horror movie or whatever. But I thought it was really good.
Without spoiling it for anyone who hasn't seen it, which ending did you prefer? There were two endings on the DVD.
That is a tough one because I can totally see why the theatrical ending was the theatrical ending because like it has a little bit more of an oomph to it, like it leaves you with something. I think I like the other one better, but if you're sitting in the theater and that's the end of the movie, you just kind of be like, oh man,
I can see your point. Yeah.
Because like there's something kind of crazier that happens like visually before that,
right?
If that was the ending that you sit through. So, but I thought they were both really good, and Doogie described the other ending to me because he had seen it.
I like that ending better.
Yes, that sounds cool. I'm gonna have to look for that one.
Yeah,
but
I really enjoyed that movie, and I think I may have mentioned it last episode. I'm not sure, but. It's definitely a movie that I don't think would have worked well seeing it with like a group of people. I think you need to see it like by yourself or with one other person.
I watched it. Well, you decide if I watched it by myself or with one other person because I watched it.
Theo doesn't count.
Doogie was passed out drunk on the floor.
That doesn't count either.
Okay.
Right.
Well, it was just me in the dark watching a movie with the comatose body of my roommate lying on the floor next to it. So that was kind of cool. Yeah.
Excellent.
And we watched Die Hard.
Always awesome.
Yeah, that was the best movie I saw all day. And like, not in a kitschy, weird way.
I totally
Better than Revolutionary Road.
Yeah. As much as I really did love Paranormal Activity, you give me that or Die Hard, fucking Die Hard.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Die Hard.
Oh, yeah. Hans. Booby. Kathleen, we're talking about that later. That's fine.
My next pick for a movie is Die Hard.
Die Hard, the first one?
Nah, I'm not going to pick it.
I still haven't seen the latest one.
Time. You know what? Everyone hates it. I thought it was fine.
Really?
Yeah.
We should watch it sometime.
We should.
Maybe not even on here, just...
just for fun.
Yeah. So we can do that.
We can do that. We can totally watch a movie. We saw The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. We saw Dead Heat. Someday we'll watch Silent Hill.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of reviewing shit.
Yeah, finally, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all right. I'm driving this train off the tracks as much as you are.
Okay. Cool.
You're just shoveling the coal into the fire. I'm just steering it.
Yeah, you're doing the whistling sound, or what was that? The engineer thing where you pump your arm up and down.
Whistling sound.
Okay, whistling sound. All right, well, you're doing the whistling sound.
We read a comic, Groom Lake, by Ben Templesmith and Chris Ryall, published by IDW.
I like IDW.
They do some pretty good stuff.
Yeah. I like their whole shtick.
Yeah.
They've got new stuff. They get reprints.
They're trying. They got licensed stuff.
Yeah.
They got art books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like them.
Yeah. Sorry, Joe.
So.
But I did not like this one.
Right out of the gate, huh?
Right out the gate.
Okay.
I do want to say this. Like, it seems like lately, with the exception of Asterios Polyp, like I've slagged on everything that you've picked, and we've loved everything that I've picked. But this is proof positive that I picked something that I thought was fucking terrible.
Oh, it's funny because as I was reading it, I was like during, because it's like 5 issues collected in one book. As I was reading, the first chapter, the first issue, I was like, ooh, I don't like this. And like, as I went along with it, I was like, this doesn't seem like my kind of thing. But after it was over, I kind of thought of it, I was like, well, that was just like dumb fun. You know, I mean, it's goofy, and it didn't take itself too seriously, and I thought it was okay. I mean, it's not my kind of thing, and I wouldn't be like, hey, you should read this to anyone.
Yeah.
But I like it more and more when I'm not, after I've completed reading it.
Right.
Like, while reading it, I was like, oh, I don't know. But it was a fun, just dumb fun kind of story with really good art.
I agree. Well, I agree with the dumb fun. I didn't I'm always in the mood for dumb fun.
Yeah.
Even when I'm just about to kill myself or whatever. In fact, that's probably when I prefer dumb fun.
That kind of sometimes some people count that as dumb fun.
Yes. This was way dumber than I would have liked, and could have been a little more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. I think, and this isn't supposed to be an insult on the Chris Ryall, but I think this was written with teenagers in mind. Like I can see myself reading this at 14 and being like, that was awesome. That alien smoked cigarettes and just some music people slag on there like Marilyn Manson. That's horrible. It's no cigaros, and it's not. But it's not.
It's not for people who like cigarettes.
Exactly.
Right.
Like kids. I think kids need Marilyn Manson and stuff like that because they're feeling all angsty and rebellious. Right. And I think there's a decent adolescent population of the comic world that would be like, wow, that was really fun. I like that.
Right.
And then they move on to something else, a little bit better, hopefully.
Yeah. But it just, you say that, but then there's you look at something like apples and oranges, I know, but you look at something like Wall-E or Up from Pixar, and these are kids' movies, but they are written not for kids.
Yeah, that's true.
And there's something that the kids can enjoy, but there's also a huge level there that the adults can get into and find something in. And I've seen Wall-E, I haven't seen Up. Even I'll get into that later too, but are
you picking that or something? No.
But Wall-E, moved me, and I felt deeply affected by it, But at the same time, it's also so enjoyable for a little kid,
right? And
I think that a comic like this could easily do the same. Mm-hmm. Make it so that
like Bone or something.
Well, but for people like us who love Asterios Polyp,
right?
But also love a ridiculous, retarded story about aliens.
Yeah.
I mean, there could have been a better melding of the two.
Yeah. I definitely liked it more for the art, although there were, if you still want to talk about the story before I move on to the art, there was a couple things about the art that literally pissed me off.
Okay.
Because, I'd never, contrary to what you believe, I've never read anything that Ben Templesmith's drawn.
You personally recommended.
I think maybe
30 Days of Night to me.
I think years ago I was like, maybe I adopted the salesman persona at Mavericks. I was like, oh, this is a great book. I really enjoyed this. Customer number 7643. You would like this. Maybe
Customer 17.
Okay, that's true. That's right. You are number 17. File 17. No, but this is the first thing I'd read by him, and I've seen his art, and I'm like, wow, I like his art. He's really good. And then I noticed on several occasions he does one of the things that I have a pet peeve about with comic book artists, where they use the same artwork in 4 panels on the same page. Mm-hmm. That always pisses me off.
Really?
Yeah.
I like that.
Really? The worst one. Let me show you the worst one. This one here, page 44. Turn along with me, kids, if you will. The first 4 panels have the main character, what's his name, Ryan?
Kyle.
Kyle. The same exact pose and hand gesture. This is what really bothers me. He has the same hand gesture as if he's frozen in time.
Right.
And he changes emotion and what he's trying to convey in the word balloons between the panels, and he's still in the same pose with the same hand gesture, and that bugs the shit out of me.
Alright, I see what you're saying there, and I agree with you on that level,
right.
But I think if done well and correctly, reusing the same art can be incredibly effective.
Yeah, no, it can be.
I think
I've seen it used correctly.
God Loves, Man Kills by one Christopher Claremont.
Ooh.
There's I think a series of panels where Professor X is brainwashed or being mind wiped or whatever.
Right.
And like there's just like a series of panels of him just staring in awe like at the villain of the story.
Right.
With surprisingly very little dialogue. But like what is there and like just the way that is paced out, I think that's great.
See, I agree that can work, and like I think that's even happened in maybe Invincible, where there's like a silent panel,
Right.
where like something's paused, and then the next panel is the exact same artwork but with a word balloon, and like to me that carries the effect. But this is like,
but yeah, that is one of the worst examples.
That bugged the crap out of me. But otherwise, like, I think the color is brilliant in that book. It looks awesome.
I like Ben Templesmith. It took me a while to like Ben Templesmith, because after you personally recommended 30 Days of Night.
Never happened.
I read that, and I wasn't into it. I did not like what I saw.
Right.
And I pretty much tried to avoid him from that point on. Then he did Fell with Warren Ellis, and I picked up the first issue of that, and it was like night and day, no pun intended,
right.
between that and 30 Days of Night, which you personally recommended to me. And then I became like a really big fan of his, and like I loved everything that he did in Fell.
Gentleman Corpse.
And he started doing Wormwood Gentleman Corpse, and I love that book.
He writes that too, doesn't he?
He writes that one too, yeah. And this one... this was more along the lines of his 30 Days of Night stuff.
Really?
I did not enjoy much of his art in this.
Really?
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not too familiar with it. What is the difference? Does he have a different, like, style?
No, not really. But it seems like with Fell and Wormwood, Gentleman Corpse, not the other Wormwood. He's got a little more detail that he puts in, and a little more depth. Like here, it just sort of looks like he laid down a color and then drew on top of it.
Yeah, there's not a lot of backgrounds. Like
right.
Sometimes the backgrounds are colors that sort of fade and have texture in the color, but it's not a lot of drawn backgrounds.
But, it just, I don't know, it just seems to fall flat for me. It's still better than his 30 Days of Night stuff, I think. But definitely not my favorite of his stuff that I've seen.
Okay.
I think Wormwood is definitely his cream of the crop stuff. And it may be just because he does write that, and he's got a more vested interest in it.
Right, like it's his baby.
Right.
Do you want to run through the plot of this for anyone who may or may not care about
it? Main character, Kyle Bauer. His father went missing, shows back up again 2 years later. He's been abducted by aliens and mutated, and his crotch explodes, killing him. So Kyle, the only living relative of the man, is taken by Project Blue Book to Groom Lake, otherwise known as Area 51.
Dun, dun, dun.
Where he meets up with all the other aliens who have landed on Earth over the years since 1947, including Archibald, the archetypal gray, bug-eyed alien.
The Roswellian
creature. As well as two E.T. aliens, as in E.T. the extraterrestrial Steven Spielberg alien.
That's kind of cool. That's cute.
That is like the one part of the book that I liked. Is that there's this group of aliens, they've all occasionally escaped,
right?
And to cover it up, they've made movies.
Yeah, like The Blob.
And The Day the Earth Stood Still.
They were like, yeah, we had to do that Blob sequel in the 80s because of they escaped. I was like, oh yeah, Jack Nance and Matt Dillon's brother or something.
Kevin Dillon.
Kevin Dillon. That was a good movie. I like it. I like
and,
the 80s.
Shawnee Smith.
The
girl.
Okay.
She's in the Saw movies. She was also on Becker with Ted Danson.
Wow. You know her whole...
She's also in a band called $5 Ho.
No, I'm not as interested. But Blob 2, that wasn't Blob
remake,
2, but
yeah.
I like that.
I love that movie. I saw that in the theaters. By myself. I was like 9.
Wow. I got drunk and made stir fry and watched it by myself in my apartment a couple years ago.
I saw it a couple years ago again. When I first got Netflix, it was one of the first movies I put on my queue.
Right. Awesome. Yeah, that was a really good part of the book like the Barada, the robot
from The Day They Were Still. Yeah, 2 of them, I think. So they made the original in the 50s and the remake with Canada.
Yeah, that was one of the better plot points or fun parts of the book.
Yeah. But basically, Kyle finds out that when Archie crashed in Roswell in 1947, he sort of made a deal with the United States government that they would trade weapons or alien technology in exchange for being able to fuck with human DNA whenever they wanted to.
Yeah.
And his entire bloodline has basically been like the focal point for the gray aliens.
Right.
Where, unfortunately, they're trying to weaponize human DNA or something like that.
Yeah, it was kind of
vague.
Yeah, kind of Gilliam-esque there for a little bit.
But the previous members of his family who have been abducted, their crotches explode. And he is next in line to have his crotch exploded. So he's taken into custody.
And he's the last. Oh,
yeah, he's the last. But he somehow, his DNA also makes aliens react around him weirdly.
It excites Archibald.
It excites them, he's like a drug to them.
Right.
He convinces them all to break out. And so basically it's just a chase story of them breaking out of Area 51.
Yeah, and the main, Blue Book lady,
Letitia Pope or something.
Yeah. Yeah, she was a weird character because she just seemed to 180 in the middle of the story
for no reason.
Yeah. That was kind of, I don't know.
She was also and I don't know if it's Ben Templesmith's involvement, but there's a certain Warren Ellis-esque type of vibe going on with certain characters and a lot of Ben Templesmith's work.
Okay.
Wormwood, he's a very Warren Ellis-like character. And I think Letitia Pope in this book seems to fit that.
Yeah, I could see that.
Sort of dressed in black, smokes cigarettes, and is just angry.
Foul-mouthed. Yeah, I can see that. I like that they had Whitley Strieber do the intro.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Maybe I was even hoping for more just making fun of the whole, coast to coast AM undiscovered country crowd at the same time, and there was a little bit of that in there, but not a lot, and so I was just maybe disappointed by that fact as well.
I would say if anyone's looking for just a dumb, fun story, I think this would be okay.
Yeah.
I don't think it's anything that you're going to want to reread or put on your top 10 lists. I couldn't imagine that, but if you're taking a trip, you're on an airplane, and you want something to read, I think this would be okay.
Yeah, nothing that's going to tax you.
Right. Yeah.
I do feel a little bit bad about not liking this. Because this technically was a Christmas present from you.
Oh, that's okay. That's all right. Well, I mean, you were going to buy it anyway. So.
Yeah, it was in my file.
So that
you just happened to grab it out of there.
So I just saved you some money. So
yeah, basically. Yeah.
You didn't have to spend your money on this crap.
Well, if you want, you can return it and get something for yourself.
Maybe I'll buy another Invincible trade. I'm collecting all the Invincible trades, and I'm going to sit down and read them because I keep... I've read the first trade 3 times, and in preparing to buy the next one, and
but I never buy the next one.
And I never do, and I keep forgetting. So the other day I bought 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Wow!
And I ordered 6 through 8, and we had an extra copy of 9, so I bought that.
Wow.
So once I get them all, I'm gonna just start reading them all.
Sweet.
So maybe I'll trade this for one.
I only get the hardcovers of the Invincible stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Volume 5, I believe, is due out soonish.
Yeah,
It's got a purple cover.
I'm pretty sure we ordered
I know
a
you
copy.
did. Yeah. Just, but you're not pretty sure that I'll actually get it.
Oh yeah, not at all. Yeah, it's coming into the store, but it may just disappear. Something else I was going to mention about this. They mentioned MUFON or Muffin, like the I think it was the 3 guys on the hill that are just like watching the base.
Yeah.
One of them's in MUFON, or somebody mentions MUFON. My cousin was actually a member of MUFON.
Wow.
The alien, watching club or whatever. Like when I was
like the Audubon Society for Aliens.
Exactly. I forget what year it was, but I think I was around 12 or 13, and he was a few years older than me, and he came over to the house and he brought these videos. He was really excited. He brought some videos of like this alien footage the Pleiadian footage or whatever. I don't know, forget what it was called, but this guy supposedly has like this really great footage, and it looked really nice and like believable, like way too much so. Like I think it was like, someone had a good Photoshop thing going on, and he was super excited about MUFON, or we used to call it Muffin, just to sort of like make fun of it or belittle it, but yeah, I thought that was great that they mentioned MUFON. It's like, ha! And he's the reason I know about Whitley Strieber, because he brought over Communion, and we watched that.
The movie?
Yeah.
With Christopher Walken?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've mentioned it numerous times, probably, but I used to listen to Coast to Coast AM all the time. And like my favorite episodes are always ghost episodes and alien episodes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because otherwise, like, political, like, trickery.
Give a shit about conspiracies.
It just seems so
like
paranoid and weird, but that's so much fun, though, the ghost stories.
Oh,
and
fuck
that.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, and those guys, like, George would always encourage them, like, instead of going like, well, don't you think that could have been a weather balloon? Like, he's always like, really? And then what did it do,
Right.
Oh, it's so good.
I remember when I worked at the TV station, ABC aired a 2-3 hour special. It was like Peter Jennings, one of his last things that he ever did was like this expose on UFOs and aliens and Project Blue Book and
really
stuff like that. And like there was a fairly lengty interview with Hurt Bell on it about how he and his wife saw an alien in the Nevada desert, and
that's awesome.
It was pretty awesome. It was spectacular. It was one of the best days I ever got paid to watch TV.
One of.
Yeah.
I would tell my alien witnessing story again, but we just told that like 2
yeah.
But yeah, I saw an alien too.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
my ex, who I mentioned earlier, this is early on in our relationship when her dad actually liked me. We went out to dinner, and like all 3 of us, and her dad is like I guess like 10 years ago or so he found God and became like super Christian.
Mm-hmm.
But like, so usually like the conversation with him always like inevitably turned to like, how she and I needed to read the Bible and get right with Jesus and all that stuff. But then one day he's dropping me off at my house and we're driving, and then all of a sudden he was like, I saw an alien once. And started telling us about this UFO that he saw outside of Wright Pat Air Force Base. And
in the sky.
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. Adding to his credibility.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, we need to go to Wright Pat sometime.
See, Hangar 18?
Yeah. Let's sneak in.
I just figured out the song I'm putting on this show. Yes.
Is there a song about Wright Pat? I don't know. That's awesome. Do you like the pinups in the back?
Yeah, some of them were alright.
I like the guy, Pat Parnell. The guy that did that one.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Ted McKeever a lot.
Really?
He did one other one. Where's it? Yeah, this one here.
Yeah, maybe like Ted McKeever and Scotty Young had a baby.
Yeah. Aw, and like what a cute baby it is.
Yeah. I was going to mention about Hangar 18. Did you ever read the issue of the Hulk that Kyle Hofstra?
Yeah.
He goes to Right Pat. It's awesome.
You can see like the Fairborn Theater in the background.
Yeah, Bookery and Foy's.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And of course his dog.
And his dog. I think there were even 2 dogs.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
He only had one though, I think.
Maybe he had 2 at one point.
Okay.
Maybe he wished he had 2 and he drew the other one in the story.
Maybe just bring one in at a time. It's not,
Or maybe he just thinks, hey, I'm a giant guy with 1 pug, and maybe the Hulk, an even gianter guy, would have 2.
Wow. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he used to bring his pug in the store and let it shop around with him. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Did it ever shit on the floor?
Never. It was very well behaved. Never bit anyone. Never shat. Jack had a dog in the store dog, Jessica, and it used to crap all over the place when I first started working there.
Wow.
And it was a big dog, like a golden retriever, and it was always happy, so its tail was wagging, and it would always knock shit over. It was like the worst
that's
idea.
like me at Mavericks. I'm always knocking shit over.
Because you're so happy.
Well, mostly.
Yeah. You're moving your ass.
Yeah.
Knocking shit over. Because, most sensible, bookstores have a store cat.
Yeah.
Jack was like, I'll have a store golden retriever. Because that just fits in with his operating.
I think I'm going to open a comic shop and maybe get a St. Bernard. Perhaps a Rottweiler.
These are our store kangaroos.
That's Bessie, the store cow.
That would be awesome. That would be good. Milk for the kids when they buy Sonic the Hedgehog comics.
Actually, I know they're your competition, so you don't go there, but I can't even think of the fucking name now. Fearless Readers.
Oh, yeah.
They have 3 store dogs.
Dogs, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've seen a cat in there.
I don't know if I've never seen a cat in there, but I have seen 3 dogs.
Wow.
And that place is as big as the office we're sitting in right now.
It is small. He packs a lot of cool stuff in there, though.
Yeah, he does.
I would, if I had their address, I would give that out like I do Mavericks.
Yeah.
Because it's a good store.
But they've got a big, I think, a chocolate lab. They've got a corgi, and I think they have a little yip yip dog.
Wow, that is bizarre. It's a tiny place for 3 animals.
Yeah. And of course, there's Bell Buck and Comic with their store cat. Maybe cats. 2 cats.
I think I've only seen 1.
There's a black one and an orange one. Yes, there's 2. I'm fairly certain there are 2.
That reminds me, do you want a calico cat? My cousin's trying to give away a calico cat.
I want a kitty, but I can't have one.
Oh. Maybe we could break the rules. Hide it.
It's not a rule thing. It's
an allergy thing.
It's not even an allergy thing, because I just spent the evening with my parents, and they've got 3 cats, and I'm all right. It's I have a lot of broken furniture in here. The last thing I want to do is come home and see a cat basically impaled himself on my couch.
That would suck. Yeah, that would be a bit of a downer.
Yeah, but I want a kitty. I do. I want a kitty so much.
You could keep it in a little cage. Oh,
stick to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to Gutter Trash, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
So, what are your plans then for the big fake holiday?
Big fake holiday? Well,
Don't get graphic.
okay. Well, I was going to tell you about my new cock ring, but I guess.
Go ahead.
It's got these inverted feathers. Tickles the nutsack when you walk.
Nice.
I'm wearing it now just for practice.
Sweet.
It shines a blue light and hums the theme to Amen with Sherman Hemsley.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
That's awesome.
No, I think I'm going to sleep late because draw night's the night before. And just hang out, watch a movie, maybe get some dinner. Just chill.
Chill.
Nothing fancy.
Nothing bad at all.
That's my MO and everything. That's not me farting, that's my shoes, I swear. For anyone that thinks I'm just a gassy bastard.
Well, you are.
Yeah, but I'm a vegetarian, so
Right.
yeah.
But no, I can verify that was indeed just your shoes this time. This time.
Yeah, I always wait till the break to let them.
That's what stunk in here when I came back.
Usually, seriously, if you ever go to the bath, like it didn't happen tonight, but usually when you go to the bathroom during the break, I just sit in here and fart like crazy. I really do. I try to like aim it into like the closet or somewhere, but
That's where my guitars are.
hey, rock and roll's a stinky thing. It happens.
Warp the necks.
I wish I was that powerful. Yeah. But I did a little drawing Tuesday too on the jam drawing we're working on.
Oh,
Which by the time this is,
just in case.
okay,
Yeah,
okay, cool.
yeah.
You know, the one for your blog. You know,
Right.
sweet. I'm excited.
Put it up there at some point.
I won't mention what it is.
Right. But we're doing a drawing together.
Yeah, kind of cool.
Yeah,
It's kind of cool.
I'm
coming
excited
along.
to see your half.
It's coming along all right.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Spent like 3 days cutting out mats and putting shit in frames.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you did one of mine.
Yeah, you gave me a print that you did, a color print called Behemoth.
Yeah.
Or Behemoth.
What was that from?
I was trying to do Stephen Wright from Reservoir Dogs.
Does he say Behemoth?
I think he says like Behemoth or something like that.
He's a radio host, right?
Yeah.
Wow, I can't even remember that. Him saying that. I need to see that movie
He
again.
says it weirdly, and I can't get it because I
He's
haven't seen it
amazing.
in like 5 years.
I like Stephen Wright. Like in small doses, but I like him.
Hey, I like that movie.
It's a fine film.
Some good actors, some Timmy Roth before he was awful.
You know, we watched a clip of Lie to Me in our interpersonal communications class because they were talking about how people use nonverbal, behaviors and things, and like, you know, how they can read people's faces, and it kind of made me want to see an episode just to see what the gist of that show is. But
It's the same as every other crime, drama, murder show that has ever been on TV ever before. If you've seen CSI, if you've seen Matlock, if you've seen Murder, She Wrote, it's pretty much the same, just with a slightly different gimmick. I want to see some good Tim Roth, though.
Hulk.
No. Maybe with his fake abs and stuff like that. No, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
It's really good. Really good. And I say this as an uneducated jackass.
Oh, that's the Shakespearean?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know anything about Shakespeare. Other than
Neither do I.
then it's over my head, usually. Well, that's cool. I'll check that out.
Yeah.
I like Tim Roth when he's good.
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman's good
That
too.
as well. Yeah.
He's a fine man.
I was thinking about picking it for an episode at one point, but I just decided to watch it on my own instead. Because I didn't think I'd be smart enough to review it. I still don't think I'm smart enough to review it, but I'd recommend it to everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, we could read like the Cliff Notes versions of whatever Shakespeare thing. For some reason, you reminded me when you say Gary Oldman. For some reason, Willem Dafoe and Gary Oldman and John Malkovich to me are like the swirling mass of like one person with different personalities. I found this old sketchbook from like 5 years ago, just before I came over here. Actually, I was like flipping through it, and I'd written down a couple dreams I had, and one of them was Fight Club Part 2, the film, and it was Willem Dafoe and Tom Cruise played his son, and what they would do is like they had their own fight club, or Willem Dafoe did, and they would kidnap people and make them fight to the death, and like, you know, Tom Cruise was against it, and he was like trying to stop his dad.
I think that's Saw.
and then so they kidnap Tom Cruise.
Maybe Hostile.
It could be. Yeah, it could be. And they make Tom Cruise fight, and he kills somebody, and like he's all against it, and you're like, all right, now you know he's going to get out of the fight club. But at the end of the day,
he fucks the dude
in the ass. No,
because that's what he does.
He
no, he doesn't do that.
Tom Cruise.
He is not gay whatsoever. Go ahead.
And so at the end of the dream film, Fight Club Part 2, Tom Cruise joins Willem Dafoe, and like they're together kidnapping people, father and son. And it was like a beautiful, heartwarming, like family get together kind of a movie all of a sudden. But that was my dream.
You should pitch it to Chuck Palahniuk and see if he'll write the novel.
That'd be cool. I'd sell it to him real cheap.
Right?
I don't know why I told you about that dream. It was pointless. But yeah.
If I could remember any of my dreams, I'd tell it to you to share. Because, like I said, Wednesday I tried to go to work, but did not make it. So came home, went to bed, slept for like an extra 4 hours. And those 4 hours were filled with some of the most bizarre dreams that I have ever had. But I can't remember a single one of them.
You just remember waking up going, that was fucking weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember mine much anymore either. And I used to like have a notebook right by my bed, and when I would wake up, I'd write them down. I think that's the only reason that I have that gem memorized.
Right. See, I don't think I could ever do that, because if I wake up, I just want to go back to sleep.
Right.
I don't want to take this time to bullshit writing fucking stuff.
But what if your alarm goes off and you have to get up anyway?
I usually try to
snooze it.
Eke out a few more minutes here. Or at least I've got my alarm set to the point where it's like at the absolute last time that I could possibly wake up to be on time for work.
No time to write.
I got to get up and take a shower and get the fuck out of here.
That's understandable.
It's also why I don't eat breakfast.
Oh, see, breakfast is a good meal.
Oh, I know it is.
I mean, I'm not going to tell you it's the most important meal, because
I know that it is.
Okay.
I'm fully aware that I
eat
should be doing that stuff.
Gotta eat breakfast.
Should be doing that stuff.
Mental clarity.
But I do not. And this is probably why I suffer in life. Partially.
Yeah. I'll support your decision to start eating breakfast if you just make that decision.
Then I'd have to get up early.
Or just go to bed 20 minutes earlier.
That doesn't work. Because, then I should have gotten to bed before you got here.
Oh,
and then we wouldn't have had a show.
And see, think of all the
disappointed boys and girls that listen.
Oh.
They don't listen.
Yeah.
iTunes.
Yeah, what's wrong with iTunes?
I don't know.
We hear that you can't get the show off iTunes anymore.
You can.
It's just not working, right?
I don't know. Just like I tried to download like an episode and it wouldn't let me, and I fixed it on my end, but I don't know if that does it for everybody or anything. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I do not know.
I don't know how that works.
I definitely know you don't know how that works. I do know that we still only have 2 iTunes reviews. Oh. So if there's a lot of people out there downloading us on iTunes, they should really start leaving reviews for us.
That'd be cool.
Especially since I am one of those people who left a review.
Who's the other
one? Somebody named Andy. I think it may be the Andy I used to know. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's never been confirmed.
Or denied.
Just never been confirmed.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that sucks.
Okay. Oh, howdy. So, I mentioned Up earlier.
Mm-hmm. The Pixar film.
The Pixar film, Up. Twice now, within the past couple of months, you and your lovely girlfriend have watched movies that I was going to pick for my next pick. You guys watched Up like a week before I was going to pick it.
All right.
And then you guys watched 9 like a week before I was going to pick it.
The
animated film, not the musical.
Yeah, well, obviously you wouldn't have picked the musical.
Right. So I had to nip this problem in the bud, and decided that I had to figure out like the next 5 movies that I was going to pick, and I sent an email to your girlfriend saying, "Hey, don't watch these movies."
So she knows. She knows the knowledge.
The order is wrong, however. They're just the next 5 movies I'm going to pick. I don't know what order I'm going to actually do them in.
Right.
And I had made mention to you that my next pick probably was going to be a field trip pick. That we were going to go see the movie in the theater. That's not going to happen. I'll tell you what I was going to pick.
Oh, okay.
These were not on the list that I sent to Kathleen at all.
So whatever you were going to pick, me and Kathleen could go see it on Sunday.
You could, sure.
That would be just an asshole move. I won't do that.
Well, I'm not going to pick them.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then maybe
And one of them doesn't come out this Sunday.
Oh, okay.
I had 2 movies in mind that I was like, oh man, that's what I'm going to pick. We're going to go to the theater to see them. The first idea that I had was The Wolfman.
Oh yeah, I forgot that even was out.
Yeah, it comes out this Friday, tomorrow.
Ooh.
Decided that we probably don't have time to see that. My next pick was Shutter Island, which comes out next Friday. And figured that would be way too late to see it for the next episode. But then I sent some movies back to Netflix, and they sent me my next couple movies down the line. One of them I was not expecting, but is on that list that I sent Kathleen.
Oh, sweet.
So that is what we're going to watch.
Yeah.
Moon.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, you have.
Okay. What is it?
We were going to go see that last summer.
Oh, the Sam Rockwell.
Yellow Springs. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Sam Rockwell, directed by David Bowie's son.
Wow, really? Has he done any other movies?
I have no idea.
I didn't know he even has.
I didn't even know that that was the guy who directed that movie until I read it like last week.
Huh. Was Mick Jagger the mom?
Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor. Okay, that makes sense. He's got a pretty face.
True. No, Ewan McGregor was... No, maybe... No, Ewan McGregor was Iggy Pop, wasn't he?
Oh, geez, I don't know.
Velvet Goldmine?
I haven't seen it.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Velvet Goldmine? Christian Bale?
Mm-mm.
With his normal voice?
Really?
Ewan McGregor? Some other guy?
Mm-hmm.
It's a story about a David Bowie-esque character who is murdered, and Christian Bale, as a young man, is devastated by this. The David Bowie guy was his idol, and so now, as a full-grown adult, 10, 15 years later, he's a journalist, and he's investigating the murder that happened, and trying to figure out, what actually happened to the David Bowie guy.
Well, that sounds pretty good.
And he uncovers the sexual relationship that the David Bowie guy had with the Iggy Pop guy, played by Ewan McGregor.
Sounds like my kind of rock and roll movie.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Mm-hmm. It is pretty good. Especially if you like to see Ewan McGregor's cock.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm in. Sign me up.
But that is not the movie that we're going to be watching. We are going to watch Moon. Moon.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I remember we almost went to see that in Yellow Springs, a Little Art Theater.
Yep.
But for some reason we didn't. I can't remember why.
My cousin came into town, and I was house sitting my parents' house,
yeah,
and
that's right.
I'd entertain them.
Yeah.
And,
did I come over?
you did.
We all went out for
We
Mexican.
went for Mexican food and then watched Feast 2.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
That was good times. They were cool people. I
Yeah.
liked them.
Gina and Chris.
Yeah, and Chris. Did not remember their names.
No, now you do.
No. I've heard it again. Gina and Chris. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah, that was
no.
good times.
John
What?
and Christina.
I heard Bill Clinton's in the hospital.
Yeah,
Heart problems?
possibly.
Hmm.
Had 2 stents put into his arteries around his heart. Unclog them. My dad had that.
He's alright.
My dad's fine.
That's good.
Just saw him tonight.
Yeah.
My dad, not Bill Clinton.
Not Bill Clinton.
Yeah. We went out to celebrate my mom's birthday. Happy birthday,
Olga.
Mom.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. Went to TGI Fridays.
On a Thursday.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, less busy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You expect everyone to go there on a Friday. And my mom's birthday was on Thursday and not Friday.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Did you guys do anything like celebratory, like Twister style? Play Twister? Anything?
I gave her a card.
Yeah. That's cool.
Oh, well, actually, there was a little bit of an adventure.
Yeah.
I was going to my parents' house, and there's a shopping center next to my parents' house. It used to be an old grocery store. Now it's like a gymnastics club or something like that.
Was it Latinos or something, right?
No, it was an IGA.
IGA. Okay.
And usually I cut through there, like through their parking lot, to go off the side exit to directly onto my parents' street.
Mm-hmm.
Did that today, not realizing that they really hadn't plowed that parking lot at all, especially in the exit area. Got stuck.
Ooh. Stuck in the snow?
Yes.
By yourself?
Yes.
So what'd you do?
I called my dad.
Bring a shovel?
He walked the 2 houses down and brought his shovel, and we shoveled my car out, and I was still stuck. Their neighbors saw my dad walking down the street with a shovel, said, "What the hell's going on?" Got into his car and drove down to where we were, and
Wow,
helped,
really?
yeah, and helped push the car out
That's awesome.
out of the snow.
That's what you think, like, of neighbors old school style, like, 200 years ago doing it. That's cool. That's very cool. Wow, so everyone isn't, thieves and, gangsters. No.
Well, this is a very affluent neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's Beaver Creek, after all.
All right.
Beaver Creek.
Beaver Creek. Home of the beavers.
They are the Battling Beavers.
Wow.
Battling Beavers.
This sounds like a softcore porno title. Yeah.
Indeed. Lady Beavers.
Lady Beavers.
The female sports teams of the school.
That's
Beaver
hilarious.
Creek High School.
That's
the
hilarious.
Lady Beavers. Champion basketball team. The Lady Beavers.
That's great. I mean, there's like 1,000 beaver jokes that I'm sure high school kids make every day.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Beaver Valley.
That's awesome.
All right. Let's get the fuck out.
Well, I'm glad your car got shoveled out.
Yeah,
I'm glad you didn't
me as well.
I'm glad you didn't get stranded.
Hey, well, yeah. Luckily, I was 2 doors down from my parents' house.
And the cool neighbors helped out.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We would have gotten out without them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. And mostly, I think he just came down to make fun of us.
Okay, well then, maybe he is an asshole.
Yeah. Well, he's not an asshole, but yeah.
No, you said he was.
No, I didn't say so.
Okay.
I said I'm an asshole. I said it like 50 times today.
You're not an asshole.
Whatever. This has been awful.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Never really got better from the beginning.
There's that part in the middle where we took a break and listened to a good song.
Oh, yeah, well,
that was good.
That was alright. Yeah, Donut Day is tomorrow. I guess that's something to look forward to.
That was exciting.
Yeah, probably, spend tomorrow, I'll probably cut out some more mats and make some more frames for more artwork.
I'll sell magic cards for 9 hours,
Yeah.
which reminds me, I'm still putting together
My deck?
Do you like the idea of a zombie deck with like some burn spells in there?
I love the idea of a zombie deck.
Okay, that's what you're gonna get. I'll put that together tomorrow and Saturday.
Are we gonna record while we play?
Oh, I think that would be terrible.
Yeah, we'll just give a...
Yeah, because I'd have to be explaining the rules.
All right. Well, I mean, we'd obviously not put... I would actually edit that episode if we were to do that, but...
Sir, this is a serious game. We can't be distracted. Can't be distracted by the likes of this show.
So I can't drink then either.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll drink.
I used to always smoke weed and play Magic with this guy.
Of course you would.
Yeah. Yeah. It's only natural.
This is probably topics for off air, but when do you want to do the next planetary episode?
Oh yeah, soonish.
Okay.
Because we did the first two in December, and now it's like February.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably do that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll figure that out.
All right.
That might be coming up soon.
Maybe.
People.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be better than this.
It would have to be. Maybe it'll be better than Groom Lake too.
Hopefully.
Ooh, Travis Charest is awesome.
He is good. You still have that poster?
Yeah, the autographed one.
Yeah. I may actually have money in 2 weeks.
Wow. It's pretty cool. He's got a drawing of Hellboy and the Goon and
Oh yeah,
Sugar Shock, or I started to say Static Shock. That's not right.
Conan is on there.
Conan, yeah.
Some sort of Star Wars thing, I'm assuming.
A Buffy thing.
Maybe a Buffy. Mm-hmm. This show is getting worse and worse the more we go on. Maybe we can just see how far we can go.
Oh, we should. No.
How far can we go? How awful can we get?
Now you sound like the Irreversible. Too bad this show's not irreversible. Too bad this show is irreversible.
That's it. I will find that noise that they play
and put it
in the
throughout the
background
show.
and put it throughout the show.
People are like, I don't know what it was about that episode, but it was really edgy.
Yeah. Maybe make them nauseous and vomit, because that's what that noise does. Yeah. It's too bad there's not a visual that I can put with this. Just have the camera spinning and spinning and spinning for no reason.
One of us being raped.
Right, and then the very last thing that you see when the movie ends is just like a strobe light effect that causes you to have a seizure.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it?
That was, yeah. Because, again, the movie
shocking
goes backwards. And so, rather than the fact that, the very last thing that you see in the movie is supposed to be, the good times before, anal rape.
Right.
They decide that they're just going to spin the camera around really fast. And then, swing the camera up into the sky, spin it around some more, and then turn it into, just a blank white screen. And then just start, some sort of strobe thing going on with the noise again.
That sounds like an art film.
It's a massive fucking wake-off, yeah.
Sounds bad.
It's awful. Don't see it.
I will skip it. And you should, too, listener.
But I like two of the actors in that movie.
Is that?
Vincent Cassel and Monica Bellucci.
Yeah. That's too bad that it's a bad film.
Oh, it's terrible. Anyone who says they like it are wrong.
You hear that, Jeremy? No, he doesn't. He doesn't listen.
Jeremy.
From Mavericks. He likes it.
Really? He's wrong. And then I understand that he's a film student, and that he's probably looking at it from the technical aspect.
Right.
And yes, he's right. It is technically an extraordinary film.
Mm-hmm. But as a
viewing experience, it is awful. And not just because I was uncomfortable, because, fuck it, Requiem for a Dream is my second favorite movie of all time. I can handle shit.
Right, yeah. That's a little dark.
It's incredibly dark.
You know,
I love dark movies. I love movies that make me feel bad.
Yeah.
But this movie was just awful.
I think I'll skip it. I think you've convinced me.
Yeah. I do not recommend it to anyone.
Yeah. All right. What are we watching now?
Moon.
I'm excited.
We'll go watch it now.
Probably good.
And stay up till 3.
Amp up on caffeine.
Yeah. No, you gotta get out of here. I gotta sleep.
Yeah. That alarm is going to be going off in a minute.
Yep. And by that, I mean my neighbors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're asleep now.
They seem docile. Yeah. I haven't heard them.
This is, they're usually only not docile on Saturdays and Sundays anymore. Occasionally a Friday night. They've gotten better.
Well, that's cool. Maybe
I still don't like them.
Right.
But they've gotten better.
Plus, now you know them on a personal level.
Oh, of course. Yeah, we're chatting all the time now.
That helps.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right. Sorry, everybody.
You don't know how sorry. You do not know how sorry.
Gutter Trash can be downloaded at www.guttertrash.net, iTunes, Podcast Alley, and Feedburner. You can also find us at myspace.com/guttertrash_net, seanborn.net, and buyerbewarecomics.blogspot.com. Contact us at eric@guttertrash.net or jason@guttertrash.net. Thank you for listening to Gutter Trash. We'll see you next time.